Baller.
Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll
I
find a
got
spell
Glock
for you anyway.
Marari. Today we're in yes. We're gonna log in and we're gonna do this quest because they left wasting my time. Never wasting my time. Grab my shit, go.
Add astro.
I intend. Let's ball. We don't have crowns, I don't want to do it.
Open fire!
I forgot I'm fucking bro. Pull up and then do off it. I still have apologies. I'll be nice and quiet. I know they're downed. Yes. Totally down. Think I'm reading. Look. Like I said, hello. Enjoy the looking. We're gonna actually get the
Doesn't
tie
matter
on.
where. I'll be. Full throttle!
Damn it.
Up and away!
Why did oh this is a set.
Closing in.
I grabbed it. That was lucky. Oh, there was crystal fight. It wasn't. Can I get that one?
Rev the engines!
Underground. In underground. Man. He's in. The wake of underground. Via the elevator? Probably via the elevator. What is this place? And I have not gone Fontaine in a long time.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
Is this the bottom? Down here then. Apologies. Other elevator. Pink. Is it up? I'm deeply confused. Wait, is this above or below? If it's above, it's fine. If it's below, I'm skipping. This is a sub-level. Where? Down. How do I get down? Oh, the conveniently placed stairs. This is literally just a sewage pipe. Why are we in the sewers? Guys, is this sewer law? Why is there hobos in the sewers? Thank God if I was gonna... There we go.
So, well, for starters, she recreated the legendary Gateau.
I'm gonna skip most of
say.
this.
Gateau de Bourg. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few.
Well, a parrot, but none of the
The Fortress of Mirabede.
Quick
Well,
read out.
you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly... Escoffier didn't...
So that's
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's back.
We gotta learn to negotiate.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing...
Well, about that...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on this. You'd have had more sense, sir. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
Is this
As
abuse?
you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow.
Yes, Chef.
Yeah,
And go
chef.
back and do it again. The customers are
Yeah,
still
customers.
waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat.
Yes, Chef.
Very epic. Child gets screamed at.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry.
Oh, no, we're...
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Yeah, buddy. Blame my computer. Because the computer. It likes to be a little funky.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since
Business
Escoffier
is
joined
booming.
as temporary head chef.
We love that business is booming. Don't give me dialogue
Well,
options.
In her words, the Hotel
I
de
want to tap
Bourg
out peacefully.
doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I
Oh,
guess
do I
I'll be
play
heading off
3
then.
gacha games at once?
Wait.
I play every
Take
gacha.
these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you,
How
Chef.
hard do I multi?
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Every single shift you're going crazy banana mode.
Fair
I have to read.
That's the second time we've heard that name.
I'm going for like 4 seconds and I have to read.
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, So she's
Oh,
been
yeah?
making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia.
I stupid.
Told you before. No one's making extra food. Hilaire's making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion, Paimon. Yes?
World famous
Something
traveler.
I can help you with?
Man, there's nothing
Oh,
else
so
so
you
cool.
know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business.
What do you guys have to...
Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
Yes, I can't read.
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe.
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite. Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
She mentioned me.
Whatever
Oh.
shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still
This
trusts
seems to
you.
be bad.
As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you
Monica.
to storm in there and raise hell.
Oh, Monica.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe her!
Violence.
Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Unbelievable! I won't stand for this.
Wait, so now she's,
The walk.
Let's go catch up to her.
Trudge, 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 trudge.
We don't want to keep her waiting.
Catch up with Escoffier, they said. She didn't just run 200 meters, they said. Totally doesn't have elite running skills, they said.
Wait, she looks like... Is that a Scoffier?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Escoffier, beat them into the ground. Macanera.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh,
Bam, bam, bam.
But please.
what the heck?
But yeah.
Get up, Monica. Can't you see that you're just making your custom? If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in.
that's some backwards logic.
Backwards ass
How can you
logic.
fix your mistake without being allowed?
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started a...
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah takes.
Gosh, that's pretty strict.
Damn.
Has she always been that way? I don't
I mean, Escoffier was strict too. We all knew that it came from a good place. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told, and it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not
Don't
the
call me
boss here
chef.
anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just a
but
scuffier.
through no fault of your own. What happened back then? That wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts,
So many damn
there's
staff.
no way of knowing how that Lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline?
Aw.
What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Produced
Should
from
be
the
that drugging them?
extract of the Lumitwall. Apparently it sharpens the senses. So they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've
They
heard
give them
about that.
crack.
They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects.
We gave them
Even lead to
crack.
nerve damage.
Some crazy
Unfortunately,
level crack.
However, some food.
Everyone knows that, but you took all the blame. We all know why. And now look at you.
You're the
Afraid-
goat.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad.
Come
Is
on,
it?
it's not that fucking bad. Please, I beg of you. I beg of my bad.
Oh, the Fleuve Sandra, you say?
The
Great.
first
That's where I'm downing from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And
Very
there's no
happy.
changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef,
London.
regardless of whose mistake it was.
Apologies, I'm losing my
Ultimately, the
mind.
responsibility lay
Slowly.
with me.
Slowly.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Yes,
No, chef.
we do.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good.
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
Huh?
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore. So,
Whoa. Sounds like some.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills? Or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
that's none of your business.
What happened to not storming in and raising
This
hell?
is just a war. And this the hardest.
I was not expecting to see something this.
Oh my God, they got a
serious.
French guy.
Turned.
Where's the French guy
Anagem?
in Fontaine?
Hi, miladies. Might I make
Hey,
a
miladies.
suggestion?
Oh my God.
Given that we
I'm
have
tearing up.
ourselves a tête-à-tête between
I'm not
chefs
French.
at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional way?
The
That can only
traditional
mean
way.
one thing.
A
That's
battle
right.
of the chefs.
I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
It's a cooking
According to
contest.
legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments, the cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
This is very epic.
Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous
actually,
role in
they are epic
motivating
and very
chefs
cool.
to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary
I slowly
arts.
became a headman.
And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
The top ranking restaurant.
Someone brought it back? Who?
Ooh,
What say you, Escoffier?
was it Batman?
Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Indeed.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any
Expedition.
objections?
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex.
What? The Codex to...
Only the legendary handbook written
Now.
by the original head chef Modeste. It contains
We killed
all
them.
his secret recipes. that
But hear me
became
out, hear me
treasure in
out.
Fontaine's culinary world.
Present and
We have
Savannah.
guns in
It
Fontaine.
includes Savannah, though.
Firing squad is a very good
What do you
option.
want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. I want your copy. The original version. The one you took with you when you left us.
It's the same
Sorry,
copy.
I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you—
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her year.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue. As long as both sides agree to the— And as for the contest itself,
A contest?
let's make it a bake-off.
Blow up the
Gateau
moon.
de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. Alright then, let's see how much you've actually grown.
Let's see who can win.
I hope
Zebolo
you
or
surprise me,
Zebolo?
Savannah. I'd hate to find
I
out
bet
that
it
all
was
you've learned
Zebolos.
after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier,
I bet so.
are you
Did it.
sure this is a good idea?
We have to go back to the sewers. I want to go back to the sewer. Okay, now I know how to get to the sewer. On one side. Only one side. I don't think the other one has an option. Actually, let me check.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Not like a week or
Let's head
anything, I'm
back to the
just
Fleur
going.
Flandres so I can
trying
get
to find it.
hunting.
Oh my god, is it the goddamn manhole? What goes to me? Let the game guide me. It's this. I'm skitzing. Don't hit anything. You hit something. Wika, you have failed the test. Wika is now getting like a wound. Boom boom. Boom boom. Get on. Sorry, I'm limbus coated right now. My eyes can't not think straight. Can I grab the checkpoint? I grab this before it tells me I'm gonna be put into cyberspace. Thank you. Get fucked. I've returned. Dude,
So, this whole bake-off.
Well, I got a sense that she's holding
I battled to
something
the
back.
death.
But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going
We
on
cook.
with her.
We don't
Holding
talk.
back?
We talk
Sound that way to
through the
Pie Pie.
money and dough we make.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the
We talk
same
through
way.
power,
Always closed
motivation.
off, never letting you know what she really
Dante.
thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your
Mhm.
macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay.
Sugar.
That's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Big Addy.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modeste's adventures. Back in the day, he and
Hello.
his good friend Savelli explored far
Wait,
and wide,
Why are you
partly
just
adventuring,
why are you just
partly
sitting here
looking for new
alone?
ingredients and developing new
Because I'm
recipes.
schizophrenic.
Their creations had an enormous
Oh.
influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine,
uh
turning it into a much more vibrant
sorry,
and
I'm,
diverse
I'm
scene.
really sorry. I'm gonna have
For
to ask you to
instance,
leave.
legend has it that the
You
original
have another
was
VC!
made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So
I
rare
have
was
to
the
leave.
ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of
You're
the cake
both
per
crazy.
day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hotel de Boer, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world.
Ignore that.
Especially Modeste.
People joined
He was
and
hailed as
decided
a
that they wanted their own thing.
once-in-a-generation genius.
Even though
And
I'm
over
in.
time, the
The
recipes
superior
from his
VC.
adventure log became known as the Codex de Boer.
Ah, Paimon's Everyone's heard this kind of story before. Armed with
Armed
the
and
Hotel Devore took its
dangerous.
rightful place as the finest restaurant
Get
in
in
the
front of
land,
ya.
serving those recipes for centuries to
Again.
something like that?
Again.
What? No, of course
Again.
not. Cooking is a constantly evolving
Again.
art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that
Again.
was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries.
Deeply confused.
Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then,
Their rise to fame.
Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hotel Debor's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's
Couple of
only
cheap
in recent
tables.
decades that it started recovering.
Cheap
Even then,
tables.
it still took numerous
I'm going crazy.
relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So
Wait,
the Codex really isn't
cheap
all
table.
that, then.
Or
I
cheap
figured
table.
It was like one of those mystical books they have in Liue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their
Martial
secret
arts.
powers from.
Yes, well,
Now we're
that's
talking.
fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Interesting.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait,
Imagination.
didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of
Dang.
finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about.
The secret
So,
magical ingredient
reimagination is right.
of
I
coolness.
consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes
Think
all the
about
mystique
it.
out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows?
Beautiful
maybe
cake.
Escoffier's version is more suited
Yummers.
to your palate. Just think,
Yummers.
if the original truly was the perfect
Yummers.
cake you're imagining it to be, there's
Yummers.
no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Yummers.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
Yummers.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was
Whoever
clearly
has the
precious
epic book?
enough to give to Escoffier as a maybe from her point of view.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her.
What?
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our gâteau do the talking.
Funny French. Scared.
It means vesting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have however much she's changed since we worked together.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula.
Let's now, if I have.
Well, that's easy.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished
Fish is a
cook,
good,
as well as a
exemplary
warrior.
cook.
Oh, count me in too. Even if it means.
Confident.
I seem to be good at cooking, not myself, but others.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place. Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Wanna do
Yeah,
right, stop, I'm
thankfully, it was
scared.
pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because
The next step is to
isn't
make
just
statues.
straight, a kind of special food. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a.
Didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Custom made a.
A dash of frosting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yippee.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our
Wonderful smell. Wonderful
Even the
taste.
smell is so much more concentrated. What
Wonderful
next?
bananas.
Do we add all this stuff in?
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
Watch closely.
Slowly and carefully. Not a drop too much, and not...
Hola amigos. Other. There we go.
And voila!
Hey,
Now
buddy.
it's your turn.
Just get right. Very epic.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly good. That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did well. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
God damn it, I never remember my Twitch.
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
This. Yippee. They done yippee, I've done yippee.
How's it going?
I have to cook. No bueno. What I do? Is I give something
Look at
that I
that!
made 7 years ago. Yippee.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or...
6 points.
What?
6.
That's 6
I
out
want
of
a
100.
million. I have 100. I'm sorry, that
You
face.
say you're a connoisseur. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady...
Aww.
Me next, me next. I'll
Here's
have
the
you
sad
know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole...
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just...
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So,
This is our last...
8 points.
8 points.
darn.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
Indeed.
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even...
How did you pull that off?
B.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that
An
you've put many
accomplished chef.
hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose.
Hey, you been...
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining.
Chef Escoffier.
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's
I am a
Aurora.
child.
What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right?
And you think you're up to
I
it?
hope because I'm a child,
no, I
said
know
the
I'm
child.
not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Bro looks so tired.
Firma. Last I heard,
Holy.
you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia,
Fish.
Traveler, I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Very epic.
Yeah.
The fact is, I'm a
Firma, Have you even set foot in?
I
I'm
I have
fully
not,
rested and they won't do
but-
French things. They're French, mom. Of their French place. In your hole. They're French empire.
Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
My hands. I can't cook a pizza.
What do you call this, Verma?
Oh.
I can't seem.
Do it again! Again!
Okay.
I.
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
This MF is distorting slowly. Oh,
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad,
can
talk
I
to
never
me.
cook again?
What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica,
Trauma.
when did you
Oh.
get here?
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Verma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help.
The tea is everything,
Sounds like
guys.
the worst.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escaffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find—
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Oh, that's not DLC level.
every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
But
The more I
why are
want
you
to get
apparently a
perfect, the more my hands
Banavator?
shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't
Oh,
accredited
account made
working
36
for
seconds
me.
ago. Okay.
And even under Savannah, you talk
That's why.
about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes.
Hello, butter.
That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to
Have to-
prove yourself. What changed?
Just stop restricting you because this makes it.
I don't know
You're a
what's come
Banavator
over
because
me.
you made your account
When
like
I
2
think
seconds
back,
ago.
I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless.
Dad.
I see.
No follow-up.
Keep you
Sounds like
to
there are some
underscore
deep
just
issues at
follow.
work
It's
here.
butter.
Ones that won't be resolved by merely
Very
seeking
epic.
compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage.
But what if you can't?
You think being, even if I had to go it alone.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Go for your child.
Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That
What? Why didn't you say so?
I'm going
I
to
was
bed.
going
Said the
to,
French person.
but then
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right.
It's
I've
butter
made up my
chat.
mind. With the way things
Yippee.
are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Verma.
Wait a minute.
I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around.
Hold up.
If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
I'll make sure to everyone.
Well, Hyman didn't think
Wait.
we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third
I'm going
person,
insane.
but there you go.
But the
Anyway,
insanity
Monica's a professional chef,
may be
so
epic.
nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well,
Okay.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
All right, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
I'm
That
just
was a dream
crazy.
come true. Hyman never knew Fontanian cuisine
Low-key
could
like
be
the
this
Freddy Gacha.
good.
Oh god. As usual. The Gacha yearns for me. Where's my... I hate when this... Right in the line.
Why, Savannah? Why?
Copy your... Is chat gonna work?
Oh, nothing.
Deep
I
confusion.
was just flicking through the
Where
original
am I, the
Codex de
Not
Boer.
good for hordes?
I wanted to
Yes.
see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything.
Well-
It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the... Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard
Feeling
for me
it's-
to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this
It's the
effort
fabled
just to make a
cooking.
point.
How often do I stream? The 3 times a week.
We were. At least I always
I
thought
think.
we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef.
Isn't
Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for one second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
gonna fix the issue?
Well,
So to
I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with.
which I can do.
I
Yeah,
wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
Okay. Make it vivid. Tinkering.
Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
This one's just hating me. Add a Twitch channel. Why didn't...
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in
His
the
eyes were
prime of his
bugging.
life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness.
It fixed.
And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends. Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. Really? Well, I like the confidence. Don't let me down tomorrow, then. You better bring your A game.
Into the village. Mole.
Yo.
Whoa.
Wow.
You goddamn mind.
Anyways.
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking
What the
contest.
hell is...
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hôtel de Bord and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates. only to be
And
revealed
this one works.
after
The old
judges
one,
have sampled them and reached a final
blew up.
verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hotel de Bord cooking
Let
contest
us cook.
commence!
It's a mini game. Oh hell no. Now I continue being crazy.
Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse, Gaspar, get to work! Do not disappoint me.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go.
That should be enough flavoring. Now,
Balance it. 2, 1, 5. Boom at perfection. Jesse, we need to cook. Jesse, the chefing. Need a ball. Give me a cook.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
Ooh, extra bird. Meth balls? That's interesting. Do continue. Oink.
Alphonse! What are you playing at? Not how I taught you to do it! Stop horsing around and do it!
And then slip it. Have 2, 3. I think my bog. They're not cooking like I am cooking.
What do you think?
Ooh la la. Perfection.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check on some.
This.
the
These-
balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
No way, buddy. Oh. Colonel Ramsay doesn't approve of witchcraft in the kitchen. No. We'll use our witchcraft and we make a Big Mac.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
Can't match our ballerness. But it's too good. Uh-huh.
I present to you Gateau de Boer.
I present to you a dish of perfection. Super Saiyan Rosé 4090 billion jillion quadrillion.
That was perfect! We will like a flock of snowing geese, completely in sync, working gracefully and elegantly together. Great work, team.
Oh, this had stats. I'm in shock. Did not expect it to be stats. But differently.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes.
Huh.
I feel like someone cheated.
That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recognition.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully
This is
soft
epic.
and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make gâteau de bois.
Gâteau de bois.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little
Wondering
different from the
Vagrant goes
recipe
kaboom.
I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling
I'm
that
watching.
this
What the
gâteau
hell is
will
that?
be a
The
gâteau
sentry
for
from
the
the
ages.
Ultra Kill?
How exciting! I'm gonna
Is
dig
that
in.
Viper?
Hmm?
Oh, then butter.
I think maybe
That's the
someone
thing.
got a
It
little
sounds
carried
like an
away
American
when they
guy
were
just
adding
doing
the
an
sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too.
It appears the decision is unanimous.
And Paimon thought this might actually.
Something's not right here. Savannah.
I can now declare that the creator of the first
What?
gâteau
Oh my
has
God,
won this cooking
Kazuma.
contest.
Wait.
Now, all
You do?
that remains is
What? It's Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
Multi, but he has like.
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plate.
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me. It was Van Gem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. Isn't it more likely that Escoffier...
You take
Judges, we demand. That's enough. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much,
Scoffier, no!
but you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma.
And it's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from... So,
If I know
will that be
handover.
all, ex-head chef?
Or I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier?
The Codex de Boer. Finally.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
You let her be so
The
evil.
Codex is a souvenir of your time here. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for this. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first.
No. No!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets. No nothing? I don't believe it. This can't be happening.
Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
Oh my god. Look at him.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
Top left.
But why?
Twitch
Why
server.
would she do that?
It's very malicious.
Our best guess is she
Keep on
doesn't
here.
want to be seen
Dude,
as
okay,
less of
that's
a
a Twitch
chef than a
server.
Escoffier.
I can't do shit.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Keep accidentally
About
on
that,
Spotify.
we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time.
Leone and Algalia were the ones
Algalia?
tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them.
Algalia!
They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs.
Algalia! To get the as I jump 2-story.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad?
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. So the offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base. Which, or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced.
Watching ads? I'm sorry.
Whatever's going on with you, just
The ads
spill
appear.
the beans.
I can't stop the ads.
There's no need to hide it.
It's everywhere. I would attempt to sneak.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think
want to say
so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day.
Ads.
I didn't check everything as well as I should
I
have.
attempt to make the
and
ads
so
as lit
I
as
let
possible.
contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put
Ain't
her
that
in
deep?
jail,
They got sent someone to jail?
made me freeze
No,
up
it's because
with
they
fear.
put drugs in the food.
I thought
One
Escoffier
of the,
would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow
that is a crime.
that's ended up in me doing something even worse. I
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out.
Mouthball in the
Secondly,
cake.
I have my own
Indeed.
reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer.
This is
It
God
wasn't the only
intended.
factor. So you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean you forgive me?
I wouldn't forgive
well,
her.
I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your
You
mistakes.
sure?
You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Gotta fix them. Gotta
Understood.
cook, Jesse.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
Mm-hmm.
I have my suspicion.
Ugh. What happened to me?
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't, but the difference was so small. I'm sure no.
Still, as head chef, it's so many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more
Why
and
is my
more
Rise of
unhinged.
Kingdom ad in there?
And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
My apologies. It's bad to do that.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
Don't know how.
Yeah, it
Just
would
decided to do
explain
that.
why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought
Well,
Escoffier
because-
purposely omitted key details from her recipes
Yeah, the
and she
sponsor.
copied them out. Also, she could retain her
Over
place
to-
as the #1 chef in Fontaine,
Edit it.
the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex, only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
New head chef, you say? What's her name?
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer...
In the Ebola.
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Undercooked. Underdone. Under the hammer. Bam.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it,
Of this
then you can do it.
bollocks my
Even if you don't
no
believe
account for
in
my
yourself,
phone.
at least
Really?
believe in me.
Damn.
Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
All this time, I've been...
Wait a minute. I must be the reason why? Why the hunting up?
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone
I
out.
must be
Savannah's
the
awake now,
reason
but
why.
I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have...
You will have a bigger
In
backflip
that
and a
case,
banana.
I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
The thing.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Macarel.
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose? Every year
Please
they
don't think they
migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibility, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic.
I don't play golf.
Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious.
So much
But
born
these
better.
are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life. Pointing
Damn, I have Mac. Great vegetables.
Full throttle!
Cameras.
Shower me with bread! Up and away!
Bring it! Light of the blazing sun! Rev the engines!
Big book.
Strike a pop!
Pyroclastic surge!
Bonk.
Try and stop me! Incinerate!
Falling. Falling.
Shower me with
Light of the blazing sun!
Trying to beat up pedestrians. We're in limbus and I see random rats.
Full throttle!
The wrong test subject. The wrong test subject.
You think they test subject? They may have. This break. It went from cooking show to motorcycle riding. Yes. It went from a cooking show, which is horrific, to a world motorcycle. But we have the French lady. Someone's schizophrenia.
Let the world come alive!
This one is roller skates. This one,
Bye.
I don't know what this is.
Ills be gone!
Come on, man.
Incinerate! Pyroclastic surge!
I didn't mean to, Crab. I didn't mean to hit you with an orbital strike. Lemurs. This stuff wild. How wild. I need to add more of the pink stare. Or you can spam it every time you see wild. That's how wild. Not the arrow kicking. Guys, it's the Earl King.
Light up the blazing sun!
Indeed, the Earl King, guys. I mean, I could just play the actual Earl King. Copyright music. Didding round and round. It's that fucking Jack, yo. Indeed. Kevin McLeod. My ears have been shattered.
Jam imanibus meis est Africa.
Oh no. Cake being 90% louder than fish is funny. Indeed.
Add Astra.
The comical ear damage I get. Hell no, Jigsaw. Footage. What the heck? That was bad. Boom. Maganera! Waiting for This was not the last with a comically loud sound. Why are you go off and dash? Fucking caught it. Oh god. Why would the hunting? Super evil freaking brother. Guys, they got more freaky. Company! Not the red man! Yep. Yeah. Mattigen på. Mattigen på det. Mattigen på det. Mattigen på det. Mattigen på det. Whoa! Ah, I can see the quick swap between. Oh, I just realized that's copyright music. The 1 millisecond. The 1 millisecond of orb. I mean, hey, I can technically play it. Twitch doesn't care. The YouTube where I put my VODs does. That's the only real predicament.
Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure.
The 1 millisecond.
Thank you for
Indeed. Just as the milli god intended. One singular piano note. Dum. Got that dum. Dum. I think that one's alright. As long as it's in a milli song. Studio EDM. Let me go. EIM? Because my opening music is. Who made the library OST? Is the library OST made by... Who is it made by? The full library OST, 2 hours. Oh my god, they put like all of the copyright music at the start. The Gone Angels is a puzzle machine. All of those are good. Millie, Millie, Millie. Millie, Millie. God damn it. I'm gonna close my browser because default is a safety switch. First time I tried doing a game was in Mirrodon and I was also back into 3. I proceeded to get absolutely destroyed and mobbed by him. It's God. Library over to you.
I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, Studio 8. Yeah.
Get some more coffee in
Whoa! In story, he feels
to my
idiot.
coffee? Did I really drink it all?
What happened to my coffee?
Alright. Thanks.
I
I
don't know
appreciate it.
coffee and I'm like, what? Oh God! Comically loud.
Strong, bitter coffee beans, transformed through expert brewing.
Guys, do the people care that there is now spontaneous Limbus music? And then Friendlist, and then a whole wave library. And then next thing you know, we got like third trumpet.
But make sure to catch up in your sleep when you get. Wait, investigation.
Yes.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
Wait a minute, isn't PQ's fame already?
We were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early
Because I
this
know
morning
for
to check
sure.
on her.
Yep.
Only to find an empty house with the doors wide
Lunturn
open.
is the goat.
I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home.
Because they drop every single one of those tracks the moment they can.
If she's not here, then
I don't think I think they dead mine for it.
Boss, Escoffier.
But it's amazing.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch on Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like.
Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures. Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gateau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Jeez, Savannah.
You'll find your
Anything to overcome
Answer me, Chibo!
plateau, huh?
Idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are
The peak
thousands
of the
of years
peak.
old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Reading? I don't know.
It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the
Oh no, not the ear piercing.
not Monica after all?
Retrieve the Codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Internet kills stuff, I guess.
Maganera! Oh, such a mess! Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking
I have an idea.
But now it turns out that someone else
I have a video
Monica to cheat.
called, where is it? I have two. Wooden Lotus. It's a low quality version of Iron Lotus. Or I could play Iron Lotus but you suffer from 13th degree burn. Or the best one of all. The best of all time. Where is it? I know it's here. A bit far back. Where is it? Gone Bit Crushed. Where it's Gone Angels, but it's bit crushed so hard you can barely tell it's the song. I feel like it would be a wonderful thing to play. With that bit crushing.
You're finally here.
Yeah, this is libraries.
Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica.
I'm unsure if it even goes through the mic.
Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all
I don't know if OBS registers it.
wasn't it, Monica?
Well, this song is just not spoiling anything because you can't even understand what it says. Oh hell yeah. You doing it through your mic? Cause yes, I know it's technically. Oh my god. You know what to look up. Gone bit right. Guys, is this peak? Your ears are bleeding? Of course. Winning Lotus is a risky one. Because you still can't tell. Going bit crushed, you can't tell it's a language. Like, bro. There's the bureau. Oh my god. Damn it, I can't change it. I don't have the pumps for that, which is odd. Oh, I did. Oh. What's up? I'm meant to be a mod. Apparently not. Goofy. It be how it be. The thingamabob. Good. Talking about. Where am I hearing music? Hey guys,
Is it cooked enough?
Ah, perfect.
Yeah. Tell me when you want it off.
Okay, thank you.
Or if you just leave, I'll turn it back on.
Okay. Just can't kind of shit. Like, oh my god, it's perfect. They literally cannot. Oh wait, this is copyrighted. Oh my god! We done this. We beat Kirsty a little too far. We done big crushed it. Ansari! Ciao! Bam! Guys, is the big red a little bit cooked? Where's the guys went? Oh, that's pace boosted. Oh god. Millie, but we base boosted it so hard it's not even milli. Today guys, we're gonna base boost. A second.
Maganera!
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. Potential takes a keen sense of smell.
I'm back, and I just hear. Gone and got bit crushed. Magalia, I'm bit crushed. Magalia, they done bitch crushed me.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly the idea
This is
of an
amazing to my
adventure chef
ears.
finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modeste's codex mentioned.
Could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests.
We have to feed the Bumblbees? With
Really
what?
okay.
See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them.
There's no time for that. Romaritime flowers and Lunatrol will have to do.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
A little amuse bouche.
Alright. The Crimson Mist. Done with the Christmas one? No? Just the Christmas. Big. I was talking about the other one.
Bumblbees or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double.
Oh, I'll do this. That's the to claim their bones? You want my bones to claim their bones. Yeah, that's the bones. The bone claiming.
Wow, it's really
The $4 bone bundle.
It tastes better than Paimon thought.
The tracks turned back again. So annoying.
Yes, sir. Y'all not crack. Always the good option.
Hey, it's open!
Rev the engines! Hey, give me your water. Here. I said you're sure.
On
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also... Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any... Did you not hear me? Get...
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear.
Don't be so self-righteous. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and Maya. He offered Modestus for... He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. So you see, you're no better than Savelli.
I am no Savelli. Nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you You didn't show any remorse when she left.
You're right.
Ooh.
I somehow doubt what ever since I learned the truth. I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback.
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica.
You.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean.
I guess I got it.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know?
Yeah, this cooking it instant.
Everything I
Start
ever
killing people
did
over
was
this.
a failure. And now, I failed again.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life?
Next
you got
life,
a good
Jesus.
laugh out of me. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But
She has a
you didn't have
knife.
Chance.
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive!
Oh, we go. Death rows.
Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what?
A recipe. You chefs are... Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius. The je ne sais quoi factor in his...
Are you serious? You're here because...
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palm. We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient.
This is what we have
it's a
like
groundbreaking drug.
powers to do
That's
that.
right. I've done my research. It was a
Drugs.
drug that Remoria developed for their war.
Will you listen to yourself?
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure.
Wait, what's that
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's...
Uh-oh! Savannah's gone too!
Go.
Monica must have
Shut
taken
the
it.
kitchen.
What a coward.
That's
Dude.
true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here.
Well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
That is not blocked. We can get through that. Literally, like, look for another.
The
Hard to
water
find.
looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
Literally down. Down she blow. There she blow. Hey haba. Bombs. 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 Baba bomber. I broke it.
We were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
I died. That's crazy.
Strike a pose!
556 lunacy. 58. Better. We gotta cook. Jesse.
Another door?
We need to cook.
Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
Jesse, is it that too fat? $65 quarters potatoes. They'll leave it. We're bowling. The chef is cooking. Do I give it to him? Can't cook anymore. God damn.
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
This is a dumbass game. So, yes, let's have this story part. 2 hours. well. God damn it. The best crabs in my restaurant. Kill him.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan.
That's
Wait,
literally
hold
the
on.
plan.
Which door are you talking about?
Never leave.
Try and stop me!
Game is unplayable. Secrets. Of secret things.
That's strange. These don't look more.
Adventurers from last century Fontaine,
Where's your
huh?
back door?
Modest
Jesus
and
Christ.
Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date. Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurer's instincts. We're pros at okay, well, the traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's dead. Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well.
Anyway, let's find out who was
Let's
here.
find out. Who's here?
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. Sadly, up above, on dry land, the treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced. He was praised as a genius. Modeste tried his best to console me. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. I told myself that maybe one day, when I've finally created, or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face. Unfortunately,
that day
will never.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it...
In that case, what does that say about...
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the... But as he baked and taste tested over and over, it was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the finest culinary talent of his generation, now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life. And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was...
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make...
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, what would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years will pale in comparison to this. I cannot let. I will do what I must to protect his. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. I would rather the world believe a tale. The final loose thing is the evidence here. At the bottom of the sea.
The sea! We must fly to the sea!
Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So I thought. Monica find.
Try and stop me!
Oh my god. And she's dead.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine. Oh, it's empty. It's empty!
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Meth diamond, yes!
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forever, so he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together all that for an empty jar.
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Oh, damn.
Praise be to Lord Remus. You barbarian shall be slain.
Please tell me she dies.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else! Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out!
Ooh, reading.
Why is this place still shaking?
Oh my god. They're buffing They're buffing Sinclair. Full passive. Oh, they nerfed Sinclair. Combat ice ×2. They nerfed him. That was one before. Oh. Then they... Wow. Okay, they just nerfed Faust by making it so it takes much longer.
Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, travelers!
And then compensation. They're nerfing Sinclair, so they go suffer a temple.
Okay, I'm coming.
And then...
Oh, no,
free Decker ticket! 300 thingamabobs!
I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then
Holy
it was
moly.
all worth it.
You're a...
Jesus Christ.
Savannah? When did...
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
He literally just let into the ground.
Okay, let's go!
Why not ally with the highest HP? Just one more potency with their attacks. It used to be like 4. You nerfed him into the ground. And then you make him even worse by making so talismans worse. Like rupture by count. Now it's just consumed one count to do stack of a rupture. There's no longer puggers. I had to do a ring sang and nerf them into the ground. So yeah, fair point.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Primon!
Venegem! What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen.
Kidding me.
And now
I have to get the Faust before the update.
Killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be
God damn,
our
I'm
head
having
chef
lunacy.
again. I'll never
And the
be able
lunacy
to
won't
replace
reset, because
Okay, so
the
everything I
first
said to
day,
you the day I left,
you said,
it just went in.
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I
Forget
Yeah, but
it. It doesn't matter.
Dungeon reset.
Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And
My
you're
fault.
not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when
Things were pretty rough after
Was
Escoffier
there
left.
no ID?
And Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Anna history.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what
It's
is.
14 days.
At the end of the
At the
day,
same time.
we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but
Shit,
what I
eruption.
did to Fermont and to Escoffier,
Go to-
it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's
When I
been
had
a
to
while, Chef Savannah.
Fermont? I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, they made it even.
I put far too much pressure
Even if
on
you try to shard them
and the way I
beforehand,
stubbornly refused to go and see you,
you
after you
can't.
fell ill.
because the shard
There's
thing
no
unlocks
excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that
as
you
that
can't
update.
even.
Actually, I think I'm going.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. And as it turns out,
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
Sinking teeth.
it can.
Doom.
A small dose might simply make a person more.
No wonder.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty. Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit.
There's more.
You mean?
Oh, so that's why
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior.
Great golly.
I will. I'm sorry. There's
Yeah,
still
there's
one
the chef.
question that's really bugging me. Why is it?
Full of
Is
Leon.
it just?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed all the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where it all comes back to one simple,
Oh, cut it out! Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years. 3 whole years. And you've been head chef now for what? 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how much genius or not. Everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that.
I haven't forgotten.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we.
Aw, what a perfect ending to a...
So you got your mojo back?
Yeah.
Aw, friends again! So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand your
But that was mostly Monica's fault.
Right. And also...
No, so grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is...
Hey, so...
Ricardo pulled up.
The second cooking contest
Cutscene.
commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
Oh, perfection. Perfection. How does the cake have aura? Okay, the crack in the cake, yeah. They can make cake drippy.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like.
How does this Scoffy just keep accidentally slipping into French?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
Bon Dieu.
I'll do it.
En million years later. Landslide.
Quite rightly too.
That's not hotel.
Look at that! Savannah look...
Now where were we? I thought Nadia would have filled you in. And actually, I had 2 reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course. But the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached, so I decided to step down and look for new opportunities.
Does that mean we get
improve
another new
myself.
one?
Improve how?
Well, a while back,
Mouse
I
just
got
came
to know
out
a
for
fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities.
Too bad. Yeah. It releases 2 banners.
She has that same adventurous spirit that
reason.
Modeste and Savelli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all!
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste.
Really?
And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants...
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research. Make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Bourg, revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Bourg?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanisham that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure.
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of
like
Modeste's
someone didn't
diary.
godhood.
Then went to
Okay,
all
here we
that
go.
trouble to infiltrate the Hotel
Well,
de
like,
Bourg.
exactly.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what the so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorian...
Huh? So then...
Don't forget, it was... And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times, even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all.
So after all that, there was nothing strange to say about Paimon almost feel...
Hey! Huh?
Dun,
Navia?
dun, dun, dun.
You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly... Experts say it has immense...
Wait! Isn't that the...
If only it was still in one piece. Some...
Butterfinger. Dante. Best. Oh. Dante likes skin. Pizzazzed. Pizzy. Acheron even. Can confirm. Yes, fire, burn, gurp. Kaboom! Both lovely talking all the sinners. Sometimes. Goddamn, I shouldn't have closed the game. Clicked on the next. Do that every time. I apologize. Game. Gacha game. Oh, your worst. Good. Oh, Power Rangers. Fusion dance. Where am I up? Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. John. John! John decides to beat Jimmy. Who is this soldier looking MF? Did I just see Dalhan? Yes. I'll fight Dalhan. Sorry, is this?
Please
Sancho?
forgive me for stealing the moonlight. Want to see the red? I wish you a fabulous day.
Guys, is this Sancho? It's this is Guy Sancho. No, he's ice based.
Out of my way!
But he does have a son.
Allow me to reap your soul. What's your honor really worth?
Bonk!
Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss. Truth is a beloved fairy tale. Things are about to get violent.
Cool one. Bonk.
Gotcha now.
I'll fight your throat out.
Let's go hurry up here again. 6 Gacha games.
Stand still. Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight. Let order and
And
madness
this dance.
You must repent.
I'll take you. I'm unstoppable!
I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
There it is.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale.
They're just fiending for blood. What the fuck? Yes. Got to mention, he is a vampire, so Egghead something behind their idea. This Sunjin Woo's voice actor? Yes. Think. Second.
Need something?
I'm here, so we're good.
Yeah. And check. Is there an option again? Oh, I don't know. There's an option again to check it.
Want to see the red scarf?
Is it time to clock out?
The answer. Yes. Yes. Guys, speak. And yes, you were right. Dalhan. Guys, it's Dalhan from the hit game Dalhan. Someone in this game have a call. Right. This guy just has no head. Because the actual Dalhan speaking literary wise. Just the headless horseman.
Truth is a beloved
Everybody.
Allow me
Nice.
There it is. I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
Gotcha!
Slice and dice.
Let me show you how it's done. Tales
I
from
only
the
this
dawn
game
that
has
sets
a
the
couple
world
of
alight.
It's best for
Repent.
For you, I'll eliminate any
Actually, I
obstacle.
don't think I want to.
What's your honor really worth? Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss.
He died? Jesus. Who died that fast? I'm like behind it. Wait, that's Dohan. I don't remember if there's any. I will check, of course.
Is it
Head maid standing by.
Please.
No.
I'm at your
No.
disposal.
See the red
No.
sky.
Hey, don't look down. Ooh, asset confirmed.
Starlight.
Awaiting further instructions.
Need something? Might
That's
nothing to fear.
that's a gentle.
It's our turn, bro. How can I help?
What are they called?
Is it work time? Is food good day, Proxy?
A mission? Take me along.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
I'll help you. Let's fire it.
This is the path.
We fighting?
Let's start the.
A bit.
Officer 1. And okay.
Wanna.
Number 0. I am the.
Good day, Lord Faith.
That's just no. Still hard. Is that Chris from We Pet Bears? Maybe. Am I fucking trying to be Virgil?
need something? Go ask Mike.
Eradicate all evil.
Yes. It's Virgil. Whole thing.
This is the path I follow.
Virgil Max.
I'm here, so we're good.
Time to beat up a guy with motors. God, I hate Pompeii. Your weakness is although needs fire. It needs to be fire when you chaos. Kill this fire thing. That's just awesome.
Who's next?
Okay.
There it is.
What the fuck?
Want to go with him?
Stay calm now.
Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss.
Watch and learn.
Time to act. Stay repent.
The motherfucker is. You go husband. It is made running. Crap about.
Make way for the undefeated champion! I'll bite your throat out!
Bite your throat out!
Gotcha now!
closer. The truth is a beloved fairy tale. Prepare to kneel before.
That's Deku.
Let the party begin.
I mean, they're all Deku. They're all Deku or half. And now he has a half motorcycle. He does this.
Not bad, not bad. Too bad. Let me show you how it's done. Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight. There it is. Don't slow me.
Shit. The motorcycle locked in.
Focus. I pledge my honor. This power. What's your honor really worth? It's for flowers that bloom in the abyss.
Boom. Like that. For now, we ball. Yes, the clip. Wonderful. Continue. Because dailies. I can use. And flip. John bound. Could just do. And I'm gonna. You knew Limbus has dailies. I've done my dailies. Every single one. I could try starting a move. I could. I very much could.
Who's next? I'll write the ending to your nightmare. There it is. Understood. The truth is a beloved fairy tale. Don't look straight at me. I'll bite your throat out.
Okay, I've done my. I've done the week.
Easy. I'll write the ending to your nightmare. Let order and madness dance. They repent.
What? Count made.
way for the undefeated champion! Let the party begin.
Really?
Nothing beats caffeine on a lazy afternoon. Want some? Whenever you feel lost, you can always come back here for a cup of coffee.
You know we have Donster. Donster sub. Donster works. Donster always works.
Who's next? The truth is a beloved fairy tale. Out of my way! I'll write the ending to your nightmare. Scram before I get angry.
Every different goes on you. Damn it. I could only go for Ebs.
Not bad, not bad. Make way for the undefeated champion! Get him! The truth is a beloved fairy tale. A deep clean.
I made the birth out.
Prostrate yourself before the abyss. The end is nigh. Move it. With this power.
Don't even have to go.
Can't. I'll write the ending to your nightmare. Freeze all evil! There it is.
Add Virgilius Stir. I will. Do that after stream. Virgilius Stir isn't powerful. And I will make it loved by everyone. All must have enough stuff to gamble? No. Will I have enough stuff to gamble? These economy times are tough. And okay. Open the next game without closing the previous. It looks like W killed Sancho. Which yeah, I know what you mean. Good time. So real. Wow, I switched Gacha games like this. Quartz. I'm Loki LeBron. I have 4 and counting. Yes, Olympus does count. Enemies. Fear me. Chicken. I'm punching her there. God damn it. No, but like, I find it funny how you call him Heathcliff. Looks more like Gregor. Looks more like Gregor. Or like a combined version. Yeah, it's Gregor. And he like got feet. Then he has like that he because oh okay in my mirror well. What does Gregor have on his elite stuff? Gregor has a large collection of baseball. Oh my divergent. They go up? It was 10 last time. Pollocks. Oh no, Jake, I'm cooked. In the middle of killing Wild Hunt right now. Mid Wild Hunting.
If you're tired, just find a place to sit down for a while.
Do a limb billion. Stuff. You told me well, I do. A healer is not meant to be DPS.
Thanks, pal.
I'd lie, isn't it? Damn.
Ready for another? Existence is
Autoplay.
Have some sunshine.
Thanks, pal. Time to mix things up.
May this fate dispel the gloom, restore the sky. So this is
Fire!
Enemy targets detected. Some value, I suppose. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Who needs like deal damage?
Every petal, all will be swept
When
away
you can
by the
just
wind.
kill everything. Huge fat guy. That's not fat at all. Bonk.
How's this taste?
Thanks for the support.
Nice, like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Have some sunshine. Thanks for the support.
Bonk.
There's more to life. The future is bright. Destroy the sky!
So this is the warmth of life.
Commencing support. Ready for another? Guide with the rainbow break. Have some sunshine.
More healing. More nukes.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is
More
unity.
What?
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. So lead us with
Thanks, pal.
enemy targets detected.
This shit doing like 2 damage.
Time to mix things up.
Thanks for the support.
Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
The future is great. Have some sunshine. Thanks for the support. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Thanks, pal.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
How's this taste?
Thanks for the support.
Nice, psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
What I really want. Goofy it. Let's do it. I want the real silly shit. Stupidly silly shit. Got random seeds. Give me a funny. These are not funny. I'm sitting at Dreshu. I'll be doing this shit till the end of time. Just give me a viable DPS. Oh, a token. For sure I already had one.
Target sighted. All units on the left. Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Set to the seas ablaze! Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
Time to mix things up.
Thanks for the support. Firefly type fight to live!
Crunch.
This is more than set to the seas ablaze!
That.
Target sight. Detonate.
Until everything
Burns to
ashes! Ready for another?
Eternal.
Much faster.
Attack detected. Set to the seas ablaze! Fight to live! Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Attack!
Until everything
Burns to ashes.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
What is even happening? The chicken. Found one. I put it on order, get the resources, make a character cool.
All will be swept away by the wind.
It's the gacha game tells me. Anyways, girl in a mech.
Fight to live! Set to the seas ablaze!
Again.
Detonate.
Until everything
Burns to ashes.
ashes! Ready Ready for another? Eternal.
Can't do it. Hey, oh. Real.
Time to mix things up.
Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live! Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Attack! Until everything
Burns to ashes.
Existence is unity. Fight to live!
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Set the seas ablaze!
Set the seas ablaze.
To live!
Roger.
Detonate!
Until everything burns to ashes! Ready for another? Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind. Attack detected! Ouch! Net markers activated. Time for a good old
Hiya beats.
What could possibly pique your...
Okay, just gonna fast food.
Enemy targets
sleep.
detected. I'll continue that. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Existence is unity.
Oh no, the game's hard now.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Open sesame.
Go for it.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Open sesame. Ready for another? All will be swept away by the wind.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
Okay, now we ball. Dolphin. Oh my shit. Who's online? Do we right? Ducks. Wibble double. Loopy doopy. Tappy tutor. Oh. Pam pam pam.